What's up, everybody? So I notice a continuing trend in my videos that when I speak about things past tense, the comments still, for some reason, display present tense. Please understand, and I do make it, I think, abundantly clear when things are in the past, that they're in the past, they're no longer the present. That's about maybe the 6th, 7th, 8th time I've said that now. Confuses me, but it is what it is. So, I want to give some contrast to my last video with all the stories with the girls doing these overreactions and stuff, and it bothering me in the past. Can we get in the past? I want to give a recent example of a similar situation, how I handled it this time. Just, the difference between, the two gaps of wisdom there. It was actually quite recently, maybe a month or so ago. Went out with a girl. To me, it was I wasn't impressed, but I wasn't turned off. It was a 50-50 thing. I was like, we'll just kind of see where this goes. It wasn't nothing to brag about. It wasn't anything to, complain about either. So I was like, okay, cool. We'll just see how this flies. Date ends, I didn't even try to kiss her or nothing. Just give her a hug and... So that was fun. We'll hang out again at the end of the date. Forgive me, I'm going to drink because it's the end of the day. It's been a long fucking day. So I was all good with that. Within the place we went is not even 2 miles away from my house. Before I even got home, I was already being texted. I had so much fun. So on, so on, so on. Which is nice. It's cute. It makes you feel good. The following few days, every morning was a new text message. Good morning. Hope you have a good day. Blah. I'm gonna do this. Blah blah blah. And then the evening, how was your day? I hope you had a good day. This went on for several days. So let's just take a step back from all that, realizing all that. What am I saying here? That is some love bombing. That is way too much attention, way too fast. One date, and I'm getting texts throughout the day, all day, about pleasantries and nice things, which is, it is nice. It is nice to be love bombed. We know that. It feels good. But to my wisdom, it's a little bit kind of crazy. It's a little bit too fast. I'm not even interested in you yet, and you're already bombing me. But I kept my frame, kept my pace. I did not by any means respond to all of it, just some of it here and there. Oh, thanks, that's really sweet of you. Kept the pace going. I think it was the next weekend, again, I think that Saturday morning, she texted me something about, what are you going to be doing or whatever, and I was like, it's my friend's birthday, we're going to be going out. She said, oh, no kidding, I'm going out too. And I was like, oh, cool, maybe we'll be at the same place, maybe we'll see each other. Didn't say anything about meeting up, none of that. I don't remember if it was on my way out or once I got out that she said, hey, I'm here, come see me. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm right down the road, I can walk by. And she's like, yeah, but I don't know if you'll like it. And I was like, why? And she's like, oh, well, I'm with some guy friends. So I missed a step there, sorry, but that's what happened. Earlier that day, she said she was with her girlfriends. I got a little bit suspicious of that. You're with girlfriends and now you're with guy friends. It's only been a span of maybe a few hours. Were you perhaps with the guy friends that day and that continued on? I would likely say yes. So that rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, pretty sure she just lied about that. Make yourself look better, right? So anyway, she said she was at a place only maybe a block and a half, 2 blocks away. Yeah, fuck it, I'll walk down there. If she's with guys, fuck it. Like, I'm not interested enough in this girl to care so much about her being around guys. Walk down there. She's not there. So I kind of look around. I grab a drink. Realize she's not there. Kill my drink. Walk back to meet my friends that were having a birthday. No big deal. A little while later, get a text message from her. Where you at? I said, well, I walked down there. I didn't see you, so I just came back with my friends. Oh, actually, I'm heading that way now. Okay. All right. She heads to this destination. I have no idea when, honestly. I'm kind of doing my own thing, hanging out with my friends. At some point, I walk to the bathroom. I'm walking back from the bathroom and feel a tap on my shoulder. Turn around, it's her. Indeed, indeed, surrounded by a bunch of male orbiters. Which, like I said, that's okay. I mean, it's a red flag. I don't really trust women that hang out with a lot of guys. MGTOW guys will understand this. If a woman's got a lot of male orbiters or male friends and they get along with men better, typically there's a reason why other women don't like you. And women, are more perceptive, so they probably understand. Anyway, so I'm like, all right, well, hey, yeah, good to see you. I try to shake the guys' hands. They don't want anything to do with me. They act like I'm a threat. So I'm like, oh, okay. These guys are actually interested in her. I was like, all right, well, whatever. I'm going to go back over here with my friends. I give her a hug. And walk my way. Go back to my friends, mind my own business for the rest of the night. And then my friends start telling me, like, why is that girl staring at you? I was like, who? And they're like, the girl over there. And I was like, and it was her. And I'm like, this girl I went out on a date with. I guess I really don't know why she's staring at me. Blah 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 blah. I guess they left the venue. We stayed for the remainder of the night. Next morning, I get a text message about, why were you so rude to my friends? And I'm sitting there thinking, who the fuck was rude to your friends? Like, I talked to you for maybe 20 seconds maximum. I said hi, tried to be nice to him, gave you a hug, walked away. And in no circumstance was I rude to anyone or being nasty to anyone. So I was like, what are you... I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, this continues to degrade, And I was like, well, I apologize if I did something wrong. I didn't mean to. I really don't think I did. Of course, at that point, I'm not being... or I'm not claiming the guilty party here, and I'm standing up for myself, which, as we know, is... You as a man may not do that. It degrades and degrades and degrades until, we're not talking anymore. I lost my taste for it. Clearly, she lost her taste for it too. But, so, what I want to express to you is the difference between back then and now. When you know these lessons, I saw the fucking love bombing, okay? I saw the male orbiters and all these guys that she's probably leading on a string. If these guys got upset about me hugging her, I can assure you that they have some kind of interest outside of friendship. Or if they're spiteful enough not to shake my hand and say hi, they're probably, pretty angry that I'm around. The other point is what I would kind of perceive gaslighting as her kind of coming down on me and being mad at me about being rude to your friends when I was not. And I know for 1,000% certainty I was nothing but nice to those guys, try to be nice to those guys, and now, quote unquote, I'm rude to your friends. Well, this is a red flag. You're already blaming me for things that I have not done. To tip the hat on that is the fact that you say you're somewhere, so I walk over to see if you're there, and you're not there. So, well, that's just a blatant, outright lie at that point. And then the continuing devaluation of, like, sketchy sketchy response times and stuff when I'd be like, I really don't get it. What do you mean? And it'd be like a prolonged period of silence before an even response. Which, yeah, somebody can be busy, but let's be honest, people these days are on their phone 24/7. If you're not responding in a reasonable period of time, you were probably either asleep or your phone's dead or lost. But most people, even when they're at work, are still on their phone. So, to me, honest to God, another red flag. So, what I want you to see here is that learning all this stuff, how differently all this stuff played out. Now, a decade ago, with my other stories, past stories, I probably would have continued to play on the game. I would have apologized for being rude. I would have done what I could to make it better. Maybe perhaps I would have waited around at the bar she said she was at for a little bit longer rather than saying, all right, fuck it, I'm going back to my friends. Maybe perhaps I wouldn't have been nice to the male orbiters. Who knows? There's probably a million ways that 10 years ago I probably would have played into this nasty situation. And I'm going to be bluntly honest, there's no way that this situation could not have been nasty. Or, hell, it could have been a lot more nasty. Imagine if this girl got so upset with me at the bar with her male orbiters that she started telling lies and making up shit about me, and then now I have 3-4 guys trying to fight me. That could have gotten pretty bad, right? So within a matter of basically a week and a half of knowing this girl, there's more red flags than a communist parade in China. I got that from Entrepreneurship in Cars. Subscribe to them. I thought it was fucking hilarious. More red flags than a communist parade in China. Yeah. So I just want you to see the difference between those two. Is now that, when you start seeing these things, you can't unsee them. I was just getting check after check after check after check of like, wow, that's not normal. 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 And then to top it all off, the gaslighting that it was my fault again. I can't get it with the. I have to give the MGTOW community a lot of credit, man. 'Cause Jesus Christ, if it doesn't seem like a lot of women just refuse to take accountability for their own actions. And inevitably, somebody's going to pop up on here and say, not all women are like that. I know. There's that 1% or 0.05% that might be out there. Yeah, well, good luck finding that, because I probably have a better chance of winning the fucking lottery. So, it was frustrating when I fell for it. it's still just as frustrating when I see it and don't fall for it. I think the frustration lies in me is like, what is going on in the world today that this is so common? That mental issues, psychosis, and just instability are so common that I run into it this much. Now, one can make the argument that you run into it this much because you're looking for it. Maybe, maybe not. I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm pretty good at cutting this shit off these days, and most people that are dysfunctional will run for the hills when they meet me. It really is just absurdly common, and it's sad, and it makes me question what our society has taught people and young women, and why they're so narcissistic and why they're so entitled. It feels rather hopeless. Let's put it that way. As far as dating. So, hey, it is what it is.